In this episode,
This episode.
in this version of CapEd Explains, we're talking about a very common type of SAT question, and that is run-on sentences. We see these a lot on the test, and they're one of the key errors that students should hope to recognize. Sammy, do you know when a sentence becomes a run-on sentence?
If it's like two whole sentences just mashed together without sufficient punctuation in between, that's a run-on.
Nice. So let's look at an example of that. We can have Sammy loves the SAT. Make more space. She has no friends.
Hey, I have students, which is close enough.
She has pupils. Sammy loves the SAT. She has no friends. Could I separate those two with just a comma?
No.
No, that would be the error. That would be the run-on sentence. There's three different ways we could basically separate them, and we can go quickly through those together. The two easy ways are either a period or a semicolon. And the third is a little bit more complex, but we see it pretty frequently. It's using a comma and then a conjunction. Sammy, do you know the cute, funny name for conjunctions?
Bofi-san. I mean, fanboys.
What was that?
In Texas, it's called Bofi-san.
Never heard that. Was that true?
Yes,
Oh, wow.
It's true.
Both fan. That sounds really difficult to understand and remember. I like fanboys much more. And as we know, the fanboys stand for and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. We can split up this sentence. Sammy loves the SAT, she has no friends. We could split it up with a period. We could split it up with a semicolon. If we had to use a fanboy, Sammy, what fanboy would you want to use to split up these two sentences? What would make these sound good?
Yet.
I actually kind of disagree. I feel like you love the SAT and that's why you don't have any friends. So I would use the word so. It doesn't really matter. The SAT will never test us on which one of these words to use, but Emily loves the SAT, so she has no friends. Because she has very bad hobbies, she has nobody that can agree with her on that. Just kidding, Sammy. I'm your SAT friend. That's our relationship here. Let's zoom into this question as an example. Question number 17. Advocates of fare-free policies claim that the costs of these policies are largely offset by various savings. However, a recent study comparing projected results of fare-free policies in different cities found this outlook to be way too sunny. Long sentence. We can kind of tell just by looking at it that it's going to be kind of a problem. Is the first part of the sentence, advocates claim these policies are offset by savings? Sammy, is that a sentence?
Yes.
Yes, and the technical grammar term we have for it is we would call it like an independent clause. And I think that is. It has a subject, it has a verb, it's a sentence. And then the next part, however, a recent study comparing projected results of fare-free policies found this outlook to be way too sunny. Once again, really long. It's also a sentence. It also has a subject and a verb. So here, we're separating two sentences or two independent clauses with a comma. Are we allowed to do that, Sammy?
No.
No. A is a run-on sentence. Do we have other choices that are actually also run-on sentences here? Which one's also a run-on sentence?
Probably B.
Yeah, B takes the word however out, but that doesn't make it any better. There's still two sentences separated by a comma. So now between C and D, we might be a little bit split. Choice C uses a comma and a but, and choice D uses a semicolon and the word and. Which one of these do you like better, Sammy?
Well, here's my thing with D. Would you want to put a semicolon there?
It feels like and is one of the fanboys, right? So what would we really want to put before that, the word and?
Comma.
So D seems like it's wrong. Is but a fanboy?
Yes.
So that seems like it should work. C is the correct answer there. Nice.